Lok Sabha to take up Muslim women protection and rights on marriage bill 2018 tomorrow. BJP issues whip asking party MPs to be present in the House. Aadhaar card is not mandatory for school admission, asserts the Unique Identification Authority of India. Banking services in the public sector banks affected today following strike by bank unions against the proposed banks merger. Tripura's Chrysanthemum Flower Show cum competition at Agartala attracts large number of flower lovers of the state. And India ended day one of the third cricket test against Australia by 215 for 2 in Melbourne. A very good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathak and now the news in detail. The Lok Sabha is scheduled to take up the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill 2018 tomorrow. Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad will move the bill to protect the rights of married Muslim women and to prohibit divorce by pronouncing talaq by their husbands. The bill makes all declarations of instant triple talaq void and illegal. It seeks to make the practice a punishable offence with imprisonment up to 3 years. The bill will replace the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Ordinance 2018. Meanwhile, the BJP has issued a 3-line whip asking all its MPs to be present in the Lok Sabha.
2017 के अंदर राज्यसभा में पारित नहीं हो पाया तो कैबिनेट ने इसके ऊपर ऑर्डिनेंस जारी किया है। अब वो ऑर्डिनेंस जो है वो बिल के स्वरूप में लोकसभा में आएगा और इसीलिए लोकसभा में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने व्हिप जारी किया है ताकि मुस्लिम महिलाओं के साथ जो अन्याय हो रहा था, जो व्हाट्सएप पे, ईमेल पे, टेलीफोन पे लिखकर 3 बार तलाक 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 कह देते थे, वो अन्याय उनके साथ समाप्त हो।
The Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI has asserted that schools cannot make the 12-digit biometric identifier a precondition for student admission. UIDAI CEO Ajay Bhushan Pandey said in New Delhi yesterday that asking for Aadhaar cards for admission is not as per the provisions of law and doing so will be against the recent order of the Supreme Court. He said UIDAI is aware of the reports that some schools are asking for Aadhaar cards for student admission. UIDAI's clarification comes at a time when admissions to nursery and entry-level classes have begun in over 1,500 public schools in Delhi. UIDAI has asked schools to ensure that no child is denied admission for lack of Aadhaar. In September, the Supreme Court had upheld the constitutional validity of Aadhaar but clipped the scope of biometric identity project. It had ruled that Aadhaar was not mandatory for bank accounts, mobile connections or school admissions. The court had held that Aadhaar would remain compulsory for filing of income tax returns and allotment of permanent account number as well as welfare schemes. Banking services in the public sector banks were affected today due to the strike by unions against the proposed merger of Vijaya Bank and Dena Bank with the Bank of Baroda. The strike has been called by the United Forum of Bank Unions, UFBU, an umbrella organization of all 9 unions including the All India Bank Officers Confederation, the All India Bank Employees Association among others. However, branches of new generation private sector banks remain unaffected by the strike called by UFBU. This is the second bank strike in less than a week. Last Friday, an officers' union of state-run banks observed a day-long strike to protest against the merger. Services of public sector banks in Guwahati city and other parts of Assam were also affected today following the strike by the bank unions. Director General of Doordarshan, Supriya Sahu, today attended the review meeting of Doordarshan Guwahati Kendra. In the meeting, she assured for Doordarshan Assam channel to be commissioned soon in full-fledged manner. She had an interaction with the heads of news and program sections. She also had a look at all sections of the Kendra earlier.
Our bulletin timing is same, frequently. So that also is fixed.
Yeah. Our 6:30 to 7
prime time.
But even it's not for our news. They are immediately switched on to Ravichandra.
Out of 10 minutes and 15 minutes, only hardly 7 minutes or 8 minutes of news attempt. We can
I'd like to just tell all of you that we need to improve our performance, improve the look and feel of the channel and the quality of our programming. And I'm sure that with your support, we should be able to get the. So your news time is fixed only. You can say that. See, but you tell me one more thing. That everything you play it at some other time.
Christmas festivity continue today all across the state of Mizoram. Holding on to the traditional Mizo-Christian Christmas celebration, the churches of all denominations organized a community feast for all the church members. The feast has been prepared by the community at the church premises since early this morning. While the allotted members were busy cooking, the rest of the members attend mass and church service. Praise and worship services mark the festivity of Christmas, with Mizo-Christian folk songs being sung and Christmas tunes delivered in grand and enthusiastic manner.
Christmas lom na boy hi kan lai ko takin ei tu bilangin chung mi alangin kan du kan ma mo piang khachu lam zel mai tu rani chok te ka khalai.
Shillong, along with the rest of the world, on Tuesday celebrated Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ. After the midnight masses in the churches, special prayer services were held. The Christian faithful under various denominations offered prayers in the churches, chapels and cathedrals across the state. On the occasion of Christmas, different localities, government buildings and commercial establishments in Shillong and elsewhere in Meghalaya were illuminated. The Christmas festivity has gripped the state, with churches decorated with nativity scenes, brightly lit Christmas trees, colorful lights and singing of carols to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. Tripura Health and Family Welfare Minister Sudeep Roy Burman on Tuesday inaugurated the annual Chrysanthemum Flower competition at Agartala City Centre premises in presence of the President of Tripura Chrysanthemum Guild, Shubal Rudra, and Secretary of the Guild, Nirmal Chakraborty. The three-day show organized by the Tripura Chrysanthemum Guild is the 19th annual function. Flower lovers thronged to the city centre on the first day to witness the annual Colour Winter Chrysanthemum exhibition competition. People came from far and wide to feast their eyes on an amazing floral display created by some of the city's finest gardeners and hobby gardeners, highlighting the beauty and versatility of different varieties of chrysanthemum flowers. The organizer said that the basic concept of having a flower show is to encourage people to realize that along with traditional flowers, there are other flowers which can be grown in the state because of suitable climate and soil conditions. The Reserve Bank of India will soon introduce 20 rupee notes with additional features. The Reserve Bank has already issued new look currency notes in the denominations of rupees 10, rupees 50, rupees 100 and rupees 500, besides introducing rupees 200 and rupees 2000 notes after demonetization. The new notes are being introduced under the Mahatma Gandhi series. The new currency notes are different in size and design compared to issued previously. The currency notes, except for the band 500 rupees and 1000 rupees issued under the old series, continue to remain legal tender. Electing to bat, India ended day one of the third test against Australia at 215 for 2 at Melbourne, Australia. The visitors lost early wickets, with openers Hanuma Vihari at the paltry score of 8 and debutant Mayank Agarwal on 76. Skipper Virat Kohli was on the crease scoring 47 and the Adelaide Test hero Cheteshwar Pujara hitting the half-century at 68. They stitched an unbeaten 92-run stand for the third wicket. Paceman Pat Cummins took both the wickets for the host. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, on Monday announced squads for the One-Day International ODI series against Australia and New Zealand. BCCI also announced the squad for the T20 series against New Zealand. Virat Kohli will continue to lead the side in both the formats and Rohit Sharma will be his deputy. Former skipper MS Dhoni, who was dropped from the T20 series against Australia, has been included in both the ODI and the T20 squads against New Zealand. Young wicketkeeper batsman Rishabh Pant has been dropped from the ODI squad but included in the T20 series against New Zealand. Dinesh Karthik will be the second wicketkeeper. The 7th Battalion of the Karimganj-based Border Security Force has organized a civic action program at Sutarkandi border area of the Karimganj district to encourage and motivate the youth to join the BSF, CRPF, SSB, Assam Rifles and other paramilitary forces. A training camp has also been organized by the BSF commander to prepare the youths for appearing in the test and examination for recruitment. More than 100 youths have participated in the camp, where essential track items were distributed among them.
इसमें भर्ती होने के लिए जो है उनको किस तरह की जो है परीक्षाएं पास करनी पड़ेगी उसके विषय में ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए हमने कैंप एक प्रोग्राम चलाया था सिविक एक्शन प्रोग्राम के तहत। इसके तहत हमने जो है उनको रिटर्न टेस्ट की जो उनका अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट का होगा, जनरल नॉलेज, मैथमेटिक्स, इंग्लिश या हिंदी, उसकी ट्रेनिंग कराई और साथ में जो है फिज़िकल जो टेस्ट हैं जो पीयर होंगे उनके जो है रेस वगैरह, लॉन्ग जंप, हाई जंप वगैरह, उसकी ट्रेनिंग कराई ताकि जब वो आगे जाके एक्चुअल टेस्ट होगा उस टेस्ट में बेहतर कर सकें। ये ट्रेनिंग कराने के पीछे हमारा मकसद है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो है इस बॉर्डर इलाके के लोग यूनिफॉर्म फोर्सेस को ज्वाइन करें।
A large number of tourists and visitors from different parts of India and abroad are currently visiting the world-famous Dibru-Soikhwa National Park of Tinsukia district in Assam. As winter is gradually gripping the area, the number of visitors are also increasing day by day to see the large number of migratory birds, the colorful butterflies, the wild horses and other wild animals available in the park. The scenic beauty of the park is also another attraction for the tourist. The authorities have also taken adequate measures so that the visitors can comfortably stay and enjoy the beauty of nature in the entire area. And before winding up, the headlines once again. Lok Sabha to take up Muslim Women Protection and Rights on Marriage Bill 2018 tomorrow. BJP issues whip asking all party members to be present in the House. Aadhaar card is not mandatory for school admission, asserts the Unique Identification Authority of India. Banking services in the public sector banks affected today following strike by bank unions against the proposed banks merger. Tripura's Chrysanthemum Flower Show cum competition at Agartala attracts large number of flower lovers of the state. And India ended day one of the third cricket test against Australia 215 for 2 in Melbourne. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.